Alright. Alright, we're back again for the third time. Yeah, okay. I can't. Okay, I opened up Krita again by mistake. I can't believe okay, so. Alright. Alright. I mean, that took a while, did it? Yeah, that took a while. Yeah, I said I'd be back in like 30 minutes, been over that, and we're back, chat. Yeah. This is actually the third time I tried streaming, but like, the stream was actually, on unlisted instead of public, so, you know, I had to check out what was wrong with that. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, it happens. I don't know why though, because like the first take of the stream, I put on unlisted. Yeah. But for some reason the second take alt was also unlisted. Like I unlisted the first take after the fact. Not so much. Can I kill this thing? No, I can't. No, I cannot. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's your thing. My fault. Yeah. But nah, the Traveler's skin is actually, like, so fucking cool. Oh my goodness. Like, this is gorgeous. Personally... Oh, we're at the HP drain limit. Okay. Well. Hold on. What would you rank each Archon quest so far? For me, not Cry first. Second Fontaine, third Tamara, fourth Natlin, 5 Inazuma, 6 Bronze. You know, I never really thought of it like that. I mean, okay, Sumeru is like deemed like the peak of Genshin because of like for a couple reasons, but I don't know. At the time of me playing the Sumeru Archon quest, like I wasn't necessarily fully. I don't know, something about it, like I wasn't really able to fully appreciate it at the time of me playing it, so. But it's like, okay, looking back on it now, like I do see, like why people appreciated it so much. As for Fontaine, I don't know, like the Fontaine Glazers kind of soured. The Fontaine Glazers that hated Natlin kind of like soured, like, kind of soured that nation for me. I don't know. It's like the Fontaine Archon quest. I was like fully engaged though. I was fully engaged. Like so with Notcry. I guess in terms of ranking. I guess I would put. No, I would definitely put. I don't know to put whether like Natlin or like Nogcry like at the #1 spot, because obviously like I like this region. I like its aesthetic a whole lot. And I can admit that I was a bit too harsh on the. I was a bit too harsh on the final act of Act 5. I was a bit too harsh on Natlin Act 5, like, when it first came out. And I was just, like, going with, like, the majority opinion of, like, saying, oh, the power of friendship, gay! And, like, you know. Fontaine was phenomenal except for that. I know, right? The fucking, ugh. I would argue every Act 5 is peak. This happens every time. Only exception is Natlin for some effing reason. Yeah, I mean, for now, okay, I can definitely see how like the power of friendship stuff in Natlan kind of came off as like very campy and like sappy, but at the same time, does it count? Yes, that does count. Ooh, look at that. Like, okay, concede, like I can concede how like, oh, it comes off as like campy or like dumb, but like it's not necessarily new. It's like these aren't necessarily like new themes. It's just that Natlan wasn't really on the nose with this one. The power of friendship thing is the friendship theme of Genshin. How people don't get it is now weird. Yeah, because it just wasn't like as on the nose. It's like most of the conflicts were mostly resolved with just like everyone getting together and just like just to like do this thing. I mean, in Mondstadt and Leeway and Inazuma, it wasn't really so much as just like friendship, but just like mutual respect and just like trust and just like, you know, having faith in like one another's abilities. Whereas with like Sumeru and like Fontaine, like we got to know these characters and like we got to care about them and like, you know, then we were fighting like for our friends. And it's like in Natlan, like, you know, it takes that and like runs them out with it. And like even in the final battle against Dottore, which again was won way too easily. Nice. You know, Columbina said, "Hey, this is about friends in our home." It's like, yeah, this shit's not new. It's kind of been building up for a while. And I honestly kind of like that it has, because, you know, it shows that Teyvat really is becoming, like, Traveler's home. Like, at first it was just about, like, you know, hey, you know, we respect each other, and, you know, we're gonna need each other to do this, to carry out this plan, so, you know, we might as well be on amicable relations with each other. But now it's like, hey, we're friends, and, like, you know, you're worth it, and, hey, I want to do this for you. I want to help you and, like, fight with you. It's like, that is development. Especially with saying that, especially, like, at the end of, Act 8, with, the Travelers saying that, like, Notcry is their home. Not Notcry, but just Teyvat. Teyvat is their home. Oh my god. Like, that character, like, Traveler came a long way. On Columbina, her eyes are gorgeous, and I hope she interacts with both Tsubai and Nebula and Lantern, right? So I don't think I have it unlocked, but I don't think I have my Columbina at a high enough friendship level to have that specific voice line unlocked. But Trilunar Convergence, okay. Okay. And our Trilunar Convergence just so happens to be wet. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I've heard, like, she has a certain voice line about, like, Near Violette, but it's not necessarily, it's not necessarily the best. It's not necessarily, like, another dragon that puts people in prison. I might not want to meet him. But then again, Near Violette's a good guy, and, like, Arlecchino and the Traveler can vouch for him. Hold on. Traveler is no longer an insert. Our boy and girl is going places. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the people who never really treated them like like a self-insert. Like, we're even. Whoa.
My guiding stars.
Whoa. Damn, that was a nasty ass melt. How would you rank Dotori as a villain? Just... I mean, I think that he's a pretty good villain. It's just that, you know, in Act 5... not Act 5. In Act 8, he was just taken out, like, way too easily, I feel like. I mean, okay, I've seen some people argue that, oh, wait, Columbina came back with the Tri-Lune Authority. Personal best, in my opinion, yeah. Came back with the Tri-Lune Authority, so Dotori couldn't fully use his powers, but his Tri-Lune Authority was, like, artificial, and it's still a Tri-Lune Authority. So it's like, you know, he has control over, like, time, space, and whatnot, and it's like, he could have just easily just, like, snapped back in time before the world formula completed. But granted, like, Columbina technically... Given the fact that Columbina's power, like, rivals and or surpasses that, like, given the fact that Columbina has, like, the genuine Tri-Lune Authority, you know, maybe she also, like, could tap into the power of the Four Shades if she wanted to, but I don't know. I think the problem with Nodcries is that certain things happen just, like, way too easily and just, like, way too instantly for it to really make sense. I'm gonna spread everyone's senses with pyro! Like, okay, buddy.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
I didn't know pyro energy can do that.
Thank you for complete.
I didn't know. Like,
Ad
okay,
Astra.
maybe there should be more. Maybe there should be more, like, pyro characters that could, like, be used for exploration. Did I not get? Were my primo gems halved? Dispatch again. No, they weren't. Okay, asshole. Ah, more farming. But yeah, in terms of traveler elements, I have Pyro, Electro, Animo, and Geo all maxed out. Now all that's left is Hydro and Dendro, which I'm gonna do Hydro next because that's the most, like, that's the most maxed out out of the two. Maybe another Pyro character, Hoyo. Then again, it seems more like he can only control a very limited time percentage. He said he can't. Yeah. Maybe another Pyro character. Yeah. Anyway, enough bumming around. Enough bumming around in that one. We have some exploration to do instead of just yapping. Come on. Oh, well. Okay, well, there's this fucking waypoint, but who cares? Forging. Look after your weapon, and it'll look after you. Blacksmiths can make new weapons, turn billets into battle-ready weapons, and make enhancement from raw ore. What do you think of the Moon Sisters and how they tied up the mysterious ally question? I actually like the mysterious ally, like, revelation thing. Like, the fact that it was just, like, calling... Like, I don't know. Like, I just think that there's just something... Like, I don't know. I just find it cool. I just find it cool that the whole time it was just Columbina. Like, it was always Columbina. I don't know, I just sort of find it just beautiful how, like, her story kind of comes in, like, this full circle, and how she sort of pushed herself into just being who she is now. Especially with, like, Lewonatar. Like, that's just cool. And also, the Moon Sisters were pretty as fuck. I really like their personalities. Though, we didn't really get a whole lot of info about, like, the primordial... I mean, we did, but, like...
Not bad. It's all yours.
But, like, the Moon Gate is, like, sort of, like... Ah, oh, yeah. Their Moon Gate is sort of, like, you know... where Nyabalung sort of put them in timeout. So that they wouldn't interfere with... Wait. Was it Nibelung or the Heavenly Principles? I think it... I kind of forgot. Anyway. Bina gave a nudge to Traveler. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I can't exactly take the people who, like, get mad at like, Traveler Bina. Like, Traveler Bina, like... That's why I can't take the people who really hate Traveler Bina, like, all that seriously, because, well, okay, but... It's like, okay, like
smoke.
Even if you're not one of the people who are super into, like, you know, Traveler X, you know, female character type shit, like, you know, you do need to acknowledge that the Traveler is a pretty significant person, and, you know, it's gonna be like that because he is the main character. It's like, obviously, because he's the main character, it shouldn't really justify every, like, forced interaction if it feels forced that way, but, you know...
Take me up!
I feel like the Traveler sort of parallels Columbina in the way. It's like they're both like foreigners that don't necessarily belong in the world, but, you know, they integrate themselves in it, and, you know, they make a lot of friends, and they make a home for themselves. So it's like, Traveler's just the perfect character to just help Columbina just get out of her shell. The revelation that Ariane Cannon did not mind Fanes, but Sonnet did. And what happened to Sonnet in the Abyss? Yeah. Apparently Traveler is someone she's known for 3 weeks. Columbina and Traveler are strangers are in a strange land who found each other and helped one another grow. Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of growth, we also got buffs! But it's only a charge attack with a 15-second cooldown. That's neat. That's neat. Yeah. No, but seriously, this skin is beautiful. So, you know, this is a matching pair to go with Aether's, you know, because, you know, she has the braid, she has the chest piece, and the little patch to, like, tie the scarf together, and, like, the guards, along with, like, the little, like, things at the end of, like, the scarf, like Aether has. But, and I counted, there's, like, 14, like, RGB elemental accents on this outfit. She has thigh. Yeah, those are some thighs. But, I don't know. Personally, I don't really... Okay, I don't want to be one of those, oh, I can do this design, but... Oh, hey, that's Celestia, right? No, wait. Oh, I think those are just clouds. Yeah, those are just clouds. Um, I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, the old skins are nasty, and, like, they need to update it, but... If this is meant to be, like, a matching pair with, like, Aethers, because, you know, these aren't really, like, their life before Teyvat closed. Like, these are, like, it's just, like, a matching pair that the twins can just, like, you know, wear at any time. But, like, if this is supposed to be, like, a matching pair with Aethers, then I feel like that, like, Aethers needs to be updated to, like, sort of match, like,
Not bad.
sort of
It's
match
all
it.
yours.
Like, not just with the hair model, but just, like, just add small changes. Just add small changes to make, just add small changes to really, like, make it a matching set. You know? Kind of like, and they don't even need to just, like, completely get rid of the old model because, you know, there might be some people that want to keep it for sentimentality value, for, like, sentimental value, but maybe just, like, make it maybe sort of do something like this, where it's, like, it's a slight alteration, right, from the default, and, you know, you just touch it up a bit, so that it actually fits. Yeah. I lost the 50-50. I lost the initial 50-50 when pulling for Bina, and I got Jean. Which is actually pretty cool, since Jean's a character that I've been wanting. Jean's a character that I've been wanting for fucking ever, because when it comes to Fiorina teams, I need healers, and Jean is pretty cool to have. Someone said that the original outfits are pajamas, and I can't help but imagine the Traveler traversing Teyvat in their jammies. That would be crazy. Yeah.
Take me up.
Oh, but speaking of their original outfit, someone actually found some fucking lore. We actually got a shitload of lore. It's like, I really don't read... Actually, I probably should read the lore of outfits more often, but... Like... This is... Like, the lore to their outfits is, like, causing an uproar about, like, the Heavenly Principles being, like, the AI from their ship. Right? Because it's saying, it had journeyed through countless worlds and endless distances, surveying every kind of terrain and gazing up at skies tinted in different colors. This might be romantic, but in reality, the matter was closer to torture than adventure. It once had pictured a scene like this, twins standing under the radiant night sky, their eyes shining as they watched the stars, and the many moons above, but it immediately disconnected its idea association module. A sky with such colors only meant that the atmosphere was unfit for life. After witnessing such vistas hundreds of times, there was no longer any need to be moved by them. It did not wake the slumbering twin travelers. Instead, it carried the weight of an exile and a journey so long that numbers lost their meaning. So it's sort of talking about, like, the ship and, like, you know, how the systems in it, like, it has the capacity to sort of, like, envision, like, the twins, you know, in all these lovely, like, sceneries, like, they'd come across in other worlds, but, like, it would associate its, like, idea association module, and, like, the ship would sort of, like, get real with itself, and would be like, what, no, like, what am I thinking? Like, they can't live here. The sky's green. Like, the shit's here is way too toxic for them. Like, we are not doing this. And then it would just, like, carry on. So, like, the ship was sort of getting, like, disillusioned by, like, the countless traveling and how, like, you know, Nothing was just working out. The fine details of the lithosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere ultimately mattered little. Reshaping terrain and adjusting the air, rebuilding an ecosystem, these were simple tasks for a pioneer vessel meant to bear the spark of civilization. A star's position, its distance, or its lifespan might pose a minor challenge, yet those had solutions. And it's like, yeah, this is what... Lumine, stop fucking yawning. Yeah, this is what people equated to the heavenly principles. Also, if Fanes or the Shades don't wake up or arrive due to a flipping moon goddess being reborn, then what can they be involved? I can imagine Fanes would immediately be helpful before becoming like Ultron or an AM. Yeah, if he's an AI. Yep. Lumine needs to stop yapping. Yeah. True difficulty lay in finding a world with potential. Without that, destruction would surely catch up soon, right? So, you know, it's saying that the ship has the potential to, like, you know, reshape the land and shit. It's a trivial matter in the span of a long voyage. The planet they passed was never a destination, since its star had already entered its twilight. Its biosphere and atmosphere had already been utterly destroyed. The surface had held nothing but cooled masses of molten rock and devastation. So, I don't know what this is talking about specifically. I don't exactly know what that's talking about specifically. Like, it's saying that it came across oh my god. It's saying that it came across, like, a destroyed planet? Like, it was a trivial matter. The planet they passed was never... The planet they passed. So they passed by a planet that's, like, that's gone to shit. Like, I don't know. Because in the Archon quest, it said that the ship, like... It had initially passed over Teyvat, like, thousands of years ago, before coming by again to make a forced landing, and that's assumably, like, before, like, the twins tried escaping Teyvat. So I don't know, because it said that the ship slowed down, right? So, for several weeks and months, intense heat and light marked the star's final brilliance. After that, it had been reduced to a cold, dim dwarf. It ran a quick calculation when the event had occurred. What a coincidence. The radiation trapped in the planet's crust, indicated that the supernova had erupted the very year the twins were born. Like, this part confuses me. Like, is it saying that they were born in the ship? Is it saying that, hey, it's just, like, their embryos? Like, was the ship carrying their embryos before they were, like, into that? Like, is Aether mean how much? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into that. But, yeah, this whole part about them passing over, like, a planet that, like, been victim to a supernova is, like, really confusing me. Interstellar travel was dangerous after all. A supernova 5-6 light years away could damage the genetic vault and perhaps the twins as well. So yeah, so this is what people were pointing out at, like the genetic vault. The ship has been carrying like a vault, like a backup or like of like human beings. It immediately modified the garments of the wardrobe, upgrading them with materials better suited for interstellar travel, and laid them over the stasis pods. The gestures might not amount to much, but it offered a kind of comfort. Within their slumber, the twins were granted new refuge, and so it continued its journey. Wait, is this the ship picking up? Because it said new refuge. With their slumber, the twins were... Oh, I think this is the ship, like, picking the twins up. Wait. Oh, because I'm viewing this from, like, from the perspective of, like, oh, like, the twins are already in the ship, but maybe the ship was already carrying the genetic vault, and then it picked up the twins, like, when they were born. And then, like, when their planet got destroyed, like, it took them in the ship, you know, because it's like, it said, interstellar travel is dangerous. A supernova 5 or 6 million miles away could be damaged to the genetic vault, and perhaps the twins as well. It immediately modified the garments within the wardrobe, upgrading them with materials better suited for interstellar travel. Yeah, like, it's doing that as if, like, you know, hey, you guys are gonna have a long journey ahead of you. Let me just, like, upgrade some stuff so you guys will be better equipped for that. And the twins were offered new refuge, and so it continued its journey across countless lands and stones. So maybe the ship, like, existed before the twins did, and, like, it just picked the twins up, like at some point, right? Could it? It could be Teyvat could have had a great dying similar incident back then. Back almost life died off 90%. Maybe so. Yeah, so maybe, right? Because like, it would make sense, like, hey, it would make sense that it's not necessarily, like, the ship isn't necessarily trying to preserve, like, the twins' own people, but it's more or less,
I'm tired already. Rise like smoke.
But it's just something that, like, the ship just, like, picked up on its long voyage. You know, I actually like that idea. Right, because that part, like, I keep saying this, but that part just, like, kept confusing me. It's like, wait, what? It passed over a planet that could have, like, destroyed, like, the twins or something? And this planet, like, died? Like, and its planet died? Like, when the twins were born? But that actually makes sense. So, the ship is capable of, like, empathy. I watched Murder of Birds' like video on it, and he said that it was akin to.
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
And he said that it was akin to like the Reapers from a certain video game series. I forgot the name of it, but like, you know, it's basically when, hey, you know, civilization is going to make technology that will like outlive it and try to like destroy it. So like the Reapers come in like when civilization gets too advanced, and they just like take the humans, not humans, but like they just take like the species that are dying out, and just like, you know, have them at like a genetic save, like a vault, you know, just until, and they make Reapers in their image just until like they can find a more permanent solution for that. Dude, I honestly can't get over, like, the revelation I had. That's so fucking insane.
Rise like smoke.
I should post that on Reddit. I feel like such a fucking genius. Okay. Is the thing not here? But wait, no, like, they have voice lines. But the Traveler has, like, voice lines of, like, them growing up with, like, elders or something, right? So it's like, they couldn't have spent their whole lives and childhoods, like, on the ship. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, unless those memories were, like, fabricated by the ship so that they wouldn't really question. Because in Wanderer story quests, like, when the Traveler find out that, like, hey, their sibling is the Abyss, their sibling is, like, the Abyss leader,
Return to the skies.
and that they had this whole life in Teyvat without them, and they were questioning, like, wait, are their memories even actually, like, real? Until, like, you know, one of the mages from the Hexen Circle told him, like, oh, hey, like, don't question, like, hey, don't be questioning shit. Just, like, you know, go about your journey and just, like, trust what you know. But I can't help but, like, wonder. Past memory. But I can't help but wonder. I don't know.
Incoming!
Like, the passage said that the planet's destruction happened the same year the twins were born. So maybe it's talking about the destruction of, like... So, I don't know. Like, not the same day, just the same year. So, I don't know. Maybe the travelers were really cognizant infants. Maybe the traveler twins were really cognizant infants. Rin with big brain idea. False memories is constantly brought up. Chekhov's gun. Yeah.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
I am so sorry. Oh, I didn't get any meat. I wanted some lizard meat. I want some lemur meat. Yeah, but I forgot how Nodcry's reputation shit works. You need to actually like do the chronicles in order to like unlock more of the exploration abilities. What the fuck? A statue that stands highly revered by the Lightkeepers. Sometimes I don't even feel like reading. False memories. Yeah. I can gush over them for hours. Whoa. Whoa, what? Message hit for review. Imagine Columbina in a white ball. Imagine Columbina in a white ball with Sit Lolly. That would be... that would be something. But, what was that laugh? Yeah.
Incoming!
I mean, I think it would be funny, just like, just to sort of, I think it's safe to say that like Sit Lolly would definitely remind Columbina of Sandrone to an extent, you know. You know, in the sense that they're both the closed-off type, and you know they're not good with expressing their emotions. The rage baiter versus rage baited. The Ratnik. I'm trying to recreate. First, you cook down the mushrooms and pears into a thick filling. This is the most important part is one taste. Some wheat. I think I already have some of that on me. No, I don't have any wheat on me. That's... wow. Okay. Fresh rye. I actually don't have any of this fresh rye on me. Oh, okay.
Not now. Cold. Mine's the mill. Fulfill our pact. Get to work. You two! Time to end them!
Oh, it doesn't... Wait, is it because I already used up my stacks? Because I remember... Wait, it doesn't give me a stack. Damn, I thought... Yeah, because Traveler's new normal attack... Not normal attack, new charge attack, like... It charges up every time someone uses a Night Soul Burst. Fuck. Right? Like, I love the battle music. Whoa. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. God forbid things be that easy. What the fuck? At least he wasn't carrying a bomb. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen, like, the bomb in Fontaine. Yeah, I've seen the bomb chest. Yeah, we have exactly the right amount of rye.
A reward on the road.
Sausage. Hmm? Yehoda be like. Yeah. Oh! Oh, we can actually make it now. Rise in the oven, observe the condition, and
Nothing
stop.
like good fresh bread to raise everyone's morale.
Hey. Bread. Delicious bread, phasm. Pine amber. I find it BS that the Moon Hall Silver was not one of Columbina's, like, level up material. Like, why the fuck did it had to be some random ass... Why the fuck did it have to be some random ass flower from, like, across where she spends most of her time? Like, why is it some random... Like, she practically lived in Silver Moon Hall because of her power being gone, right? And obviously, like, she didn't come there to, like, you know... It's like... I don't know. It's like, it just didn't make sense. It just did not make any sense to me. Because because reasons. Yeah, because reasons. Yeah, Shinha's boss ascension material is like those two dragons from like Inkanomiya because reasons. You need to fight like a giant mechanical snake in the bottom of a chasm to like level up, I think, Kuki or Yelan because reasons. Hope I'm not too close. Hey. Restoration. Hey. Yeah, now you're back to form, little dudes.
I'll keep this close.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lightkeeper over there. What the fuck? Yeah, let's do this first. I guess I'm no hero. That scene was sick as fuck. Just the traveler stabbing, traveler stabbing Midori in the back. Alright. Why the fuck did it... Okay. Jolly, are you licking my face again? Your tongue is rough, yes. Your tongue is so soft. Sweetest little kitty in the whole wide world. Wait, why does he look so out of it? Hey, get a grip, will you? There's no jelly here. Where did Jelly go? Did someone scare her away? Snap out of it! There was never a cat here to begin with. Oh, that's a shame. Looks like I'll have to keep going a little longer in this jellyless world. I have some medicine in my pocket, if you could help me. Of course, leave it to us. Stay still and save your strength. What? Yeah. So, I'm not sure if you read like through World Quest, but like that one jellyfish from that World Quest. Oh man, that one jellyfish from that World Quest. Ugh. Also, looking at you gotta explore. Also, looking at Skirk, how did you think she and Bina would react to Traveler having RBD? Oh, like the time reverse thing that you talked about last stream? That scene was sick, but seeing Dotori's experiments were horrific. Big stupid jellyfish. I don't know. I guess Skirk would kind of like see that sort of power as like assuming you're talking about what I'm thinking you're talking about. I think Skirk would sort of see that kind of power as like a blessing and curse. You know, you have the upper hand, but like, you know, at the cost of your own life. As for Colin Bean, I'm not entirely sure. You two really know how to treat a rune. I honestly thought I was gonna see my little Jelly again. Not that I would have been sad to see her. Hey, your cat can wait. Staying alive is the only thing you should be focusing on right now. You're right. Thanks for your help. It's just, Jelly left me over 10 years ago now. I really miss that soft little ball of fluff. Honestly, thank you for saving me. My name is Janice, by the way. And you? Paimon's Paimon, and she's the Traveler. Can you walk? If you can, we'll escort you out of here. It's a tempting offer, but I'm afraid I have to decline. I know I can never repay you for saving my life. So, I'll still like to ask that you first travel to Primidia and request reinforcements. Still, I need to stay here and continue my investigation. Even with a serious wound? Honestly, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. The seal on the swamp has already weakened. Someone must keep watch over it. Besides, that fool apprentice is probably waiting for me. Leaving a comrade behind just isn't the Lightkeeper way. Huh? Seal in the swamp? What's that? There's said to be a sinner sealed in the swamp. What the fuck? A sinner Okay, probably not one. Okay, probably not the sinner I'm thinking about. A vile individual who once made a pact with a demon and turned into a monster. Oh, okay. He must have done something. He must have done some really despicable things, because 500 years ago, he was sealed away here by the combined efforts of the Torchforger and the Moonchanter, of the Frostmoon Scions. Anyway, it's all an outsider needs to know. Please deliver my request. It's still dangerous around here, so you better get moving. I just need a little more time to catch my breath. I still have tasks I need to attend to. But your condition... There's no way we're leaving you here. Right. If we head to Paramuta now to get reinforcements, it's gonna take ages. By the time they arrive, you and Oskure, well... Ugh. We can't just leave you here. Besides, we're pretty experienced when it comes to sealing away monsters. Really? For some reason, I get the feeling you're not making that up. 'Cause we're not, like, we fought an ocean god, so, you know, we're good on that front. Just one question. Can we reestablish this seal? Okay. I meant her seeing Traveler constantly due to... I meant as in her seeing Traveler constantly due to her story quests. We find out that she could have joined the Traveler and Paimon from the start and declined to. Yeah. Honestly, I'm fine. Famous last words. Yeah, so Skirk has like 2 voice lines in her like voiceover about like her making a deal with Alice, saying, hey, you know, you can bum around in this world because Alice is like the guardian of the world border. Because you know Asmodee is like, because Asmodee is just like not around. She essentially said, hey, you know, you can bum around in Teyvat if you want, but just don't do anything that would like completely alter history. Like, you know, we can't have that. Though, just don't like do anything crazy. Like having an unknown variable, because you know, she's not a Teyvat human, so she doesn't really go by the fate system. So, you know, having that sort of variable around might like throw things like off its intended path. Whereas like with the Traveler, like they're a descender. So, yeah, that's sort of why they declined. Didn't it take the... We fought and sealed millions of creatures by now, yeah. Didn't it take the Torch Forger and Moonchanter working together to create it in this kind of place? The seal itself doesn't require any special power. The Torch Forger and the Moonchanter left their strength behind in those 3 sealing pillars. There's a total of 3 pillars in this area. If you can channel Kuvaki into the location of each pillar, the ancient seal will be restored. And the spire blooms will grow there. Will grow in their inflict. The spire blooms that grow there can inflict some serious wounds to the monster. At least, that's what the handbook says. If you really manage to seal If you really manage to seal that thing again, I don't know how I'll ever repay you. How about this? In my next life, Jelly and I will come over as What the fuck? This is sort of like... This is like future Finn the Human if he never, like... This is like sort of future Finn the Human if he was, like, honest about never getting over Jake. Okay. What the fuck? What is wrong with this guy? Seriously? I don't think these are jokes. I think he's, like, really demented. It's important to maintain a sense of humor no matter what the situation. Fair enough. No way, you can barely stand. You can take it easy and let the Traveler and Paimon deal with the sealing. You're not wrong. If I went along in this state, I'd get in your way. I hate to admit it, but I'll leave the seal to you. I'm still feeling better ever since you treated my wound. Even if I can't fight, I can still make myself useful in other ways. Besides, I don't know how that fool of an apprentice is doing. I'll head off and find him right away. If everything goes well, we'll figure out a way to help you from there. For now, you two be careful. Don't worry. We've all got this tied up in no time. Okay. I think you're talking about me banging my desk. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. I thought this was the Dodore fight for a moment. My sense of direction is completely altered. Back! I said back, foul beast!
Show no mercy! Fulfill our pact! Don't be scared.
Wait, what? Wait, why did I get a stack for the charge attack? Wait, I thought the stack for the charge attack only, like, activated for, like, Night Soul bursts.
Get to
Okay.
work. Suffer the wrath of Eastleaf! My guiding stuff! Teamwork is strict! Fulfill our pact!
What? Where is the stack coming from?
Stars, shine for me.
Looks like they're drawn to that stone pillar. Come on. Yeah, let's get rid of this contamination first. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
I'll keep this close.
I'll keep this close. Yeah. Though. Though. Ancient indentations. A parent's love for their child, in theory, is the purest thing in this world. But when the very blood ties that should bind a family are instead used as a snare of coercion, yeah. But when snare is coercion, even the most unshakable resolve will break under the weight of fear and worry. Making other people's closest relatives pawns in political ploys. This is a tantamount to tarnishing the sacred blessings of the gods. Give humankind. This is the first of 3 great sins. With this stone pillar as its seal and a spell as its shroud, let the evidence of the serpent of all evil crimes be preserved beneath the moonlight. Where's that third pillar? Where's that third pillar at, Simon? Hypothetically speaking, the other pillar should be somewhere around here. Yes, it is. Okay.
Fulfill our pact! Get to work!
Oh. Oh yeah, these guys are dead. Oh.
Is this an answer from this world?
What? Huh. Okay. Wow. I did not think this was gonna be happening to me today. Huh. Okay. You think Columbina would, like... Honestly, Thrilling Tales would be, like, a pretty good thing to level up on Columbina. Rather than just... What's up? Yeah, I ran out of weapon space. I did not think that was gonna happen. I don't think now's a good time for that to happen to me right now. Sacrificial fragments. Been the weapon I've been using on a certain lolly for ages. So, not just any lolly, a sit lolly. Sit lolly. Wait, I mean, I have a bunch of, like, Thrilling Tales that I can just, like, R5. I have a bunch of Thrilling Tales that I could R5. It's so weird that this. It's so weird that this like 3-star weapon is actually like so goated. Actually. Yeah, I probably should be like upgrading. Yeah, I probably should be upgrading the weapon so that it actually shows up. So that it actually shows up just on top of the thing. And not... and so I don't have to, like, go down scouring for it every single time like I needed one. Bro, 3? Yeah, you know, these are a lot of thrilling tales, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa, okay. Hmm. 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 And I think I just broke that. Okay. I think I broke that poor thing. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. Yeah, follow the golden trail. Oh, cool. It's changing the color of the flowers. What the freak?
I'll keep this
Thanks,
close.
but this is not. This isn't my objective right now. Thank you. Hmm. I mean, I could get that Oculus with like Sit Lolly, but. Could lead me to danger. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Oh shit. Hmm. Oh. No. Alright. Anyway, back to what we were meant to be doing. Oh, shit. Ha. This was not one of the towel... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, maybe it was.
Not bad. It's all yours.
Oh, hey, this is... Oh, hey, we got the third... Yeah, this is the second seal we got. Okay, but where is that second thing? You have a giant pet turtle. Imagine Mona joining the heads in circle and being like the wizard from the Power Word Scourge Post. Thrilling Tales audiobook. Read by Comina. Can we agree that Sand Beach should be the big bad of Acts? I don't know what numbers those are. With the end hinting at the interlude with Mo Weekend, the Saritsa, Pyronosa. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's speculated that the Gnosis, like from a book, it's speculated that the Gnosis are actually part, like the Gnosis are part of, like the Gnosis are actually part of the, oh, okay, 9 and 10, that the Gnosis are like, okay, obviously they're the third descender, but, you know, she was in love with the third descender, which is sort of why she wants, like, the Gnosis is back. I don't know. Like, recently, I sort of just, like this little circle here, like, it sort of made me, like, interpret, like, each element being, like, a part of, the Descender. You know, it's, like, the Animonosis is, like, the part of, like, the third Descender. The Animonosis is, like, the head. The Geo and Cryonosis are, like, his arms. Dendro and Hydro are, like, his legs. And, like, Pyro and Electro are, like, you know, his torso split in two. Yeah. So, I don't know, just seeing, like, the elements, like, laid out here, I don't know, just makes me, I don't know, just, like, makes me just, like, come up with, like, a headcanon for how, like, how the body part distribution of the third Descender actually went down. Yeah, but, like, assuming that my headcanon's correct, like, the Saritsa is missing, like, the right half of his torso. She's missing the right half of his torso. It's like she has the arm, and it's like she has the head, arm, the legs. She has the arms, legs, and like half the torso. But it's like she needs that full torso, you know. Also, theory that Saritsa saw Columbina as the Froster daughter and wanted to propose to her. Wow. Yuri and Genshin, guys. I thought an angel loved the third Descender because there was... Oh, yeah. Huh. I'm not really caught up on, like, the book lore, so maybe, like, Snezhnaya is gonna, like, clarify some of the parts that are a bit, like... Huh? Some of the parts that, like, are a bit more obscure. Okay, but, like, seriously, though, where is that third... Not third. Prosper, not whoops. Okay. Yeah, I still have not done, like, the witches. They want me to go into that fucking tower. I don't want to go into the fucking tower. Moonwatcher. Talk to Elua. Not yet, friend. Spirits. There we go. Navigate. What? There they fucking were. Wow. Okay. Someone did a Bill Hortz video on Genshin lore. Huh. Oh, you're talking about like the entire history of Genshin, I guess. You're talking about that. I don't want to accidentally trigger like the meeting. I don't want to accidentally trigger the meetup. Oh, yeah. I've seen the thumbnail for that. Oh, yeah, I think it's, like, Wiz. I think it was, like, Wiz who made that video. Or, like, Waiz? I don't know how their name's pronounced. I want to activate that teleport waypoint, but I don't want to start, like, the meetup by accident. I know that there's a chest right there, but I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Where the hell did you come from? Alright, well, y'all get frozen.
Don't be scared.
Also, Kaya X Zabai.
Go in! You two! Time to end them! Fulfill our path! Not now!
Hold on. Hold on, just for a moment. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Maybe the real horses were the friends we made along the way. Yeah, Kyle will have his horses one day. Yeah, Kyle will have his horses one day.
Reward on the road.
Huh, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. Focus on the task at hand. Where? How did I pass over that shit? One of my favorite things to do in Genshin is to just replay the weekly boss and just enjoy the Pyro Traveler constellations. Like, it's so uncool that, like, what the fuck? What?
Rise like smoke.
Bitch? Okay. Wow, this is taking a while. Okay. Can I not, like, simply just, like, cut the threads? No, I can't. I mean, we're definitely making progress, like, not a lot of it, but, like... Wait, did it? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, it destroyed my... Okay. It destroyed my instance of Kugaku. There's gotta be a faster method than this. What the fuck? You were nearly JFK. Nah. Oh shit, it neutralized it. Yeah. Oh my god. Bro, I keep... I keep opening up the tutorial window. Also, what the fuck is, like... Okay, so Q's just to exit. Yeah, that took way too long. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wait. There's a whole shield right here. And it's not gonna last forever. Okay. And we destroyed it. Okay. What? What can I even do here? What the hell? Okay, destroying these things is actually like... It's not a matter that I can't. It's just that, like, when the fuck does this shit stop? Okay, there's gotta be like a mother... There's gotta be like a mother abyss or something. There's gotta be like a mother or like... There's gotta be like a great line or something. Can I just attack this? Can I just attack this and like just kill the both of them? Bruh. Alright, you know what?
My guiding stars. Stars.
Everybody stand! Show no mercy! Lolling, these pop up!
And no. And it took up both. And it ate up both my, okay. Alright, actually, okay, actually, let's look at the tutorial window. Abyssal rift lines. Okay, I see nothing about this. Okay. You're chipping away at it like steel. Joys of joys. At this point, it would leave to look for a guy. Okay. Bro crashed out. It wasn't effective. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, yep. Oh, the new Dragon Spine mechanic is back. Dragon Spine. Yeah, but Dragon Spine would stress me the fuck out. Okay. Okay. Here it is. Continuous attack. Use the ability of the Spire Bloom to... Yeah, okay, see, this is why we read. What? But there isn't even, like, a Spire Bloom for, like, anywhere. There isn't even, like, a Spire Bloom anywhere inside. Is there like a Spire Bloom I can like usurp? They're still locking onto me. Like, get a life. I'm switching tactics. Okay. Maybe I could like snipe. Chipping away at the like steel. Oh. Release at the right moment. Release at the opportune moment. Oh. Oh! Okay, so it's like... It's like... I was gonna say Sekiro, but it's... But this is not... But not a repairing mechanic is like Sekiro. And I've never even played Sekiro ever. Because I don't have money for games that aren't $0. Because I am a bum. Yeah, okay. See, this is why you need to read. This is why you need to read. Imagine if they kept locking on until you left. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see, this is why you need to read. Okay. Truth takes time to build, but lies can be created overnight. If slander continues to spread, the foundations of trust will be eroded. Even the strongest of oath of loyalty may not survive amid suspicion. Exploiting the arrogance of nobility, allowing hatred to grow and spread, thus lending opportunity to the most deeply hidden evil intentions. This is the second of 3 great sins. Okay, so lying about your friends. With a stone pillar, gay seals. Okay. It's a tennis mechanic. That makes sense.
Return to the skies.
Return to the skies. What the fuck?
Rise like smoke.
I'm having the craziest deja vu right now. What the hell? What the fuck? You guys okay?
I'll make sure. Better hold back this time.
Buddy, I'm not your enemy, buddy.
Fulfill our pact.
Do it. Mission.
I kept trying to tell him, like, hey, bro. Like, we're not here to do anything sus, but, you forced my hand to commit, some unsavory doing. Okay, that was probably a bad idea. Come back. Okay. There it is. Okay. No. Hey. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Let me switch to a more... damage over time team. Actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, let me switch to my Veresa team. The Kuvage mechanic is fun. As a lolly shipper myself, I pointed out the hypocrisy. They didn't like that. Oh. An lolly shipper was crashing out and calling Abina sibling coded. I hate that term because these people admit that they just admit that they just don't like the ship. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like that maybe Kuvaki Traveler could be like, if that is a thing, like Lunar Traveler could be like a shielder to like compensate for the lack of sustain. I mean, Yehoda is, but like, you know, a shielder that you just innately get. I think that'd be cool. It's like, cause like the main thing that they've ever really done with Kuvaki was just like make shields, and like now it's that. You know what? You know what? Speaking of which, I love Parry Traveler. Like the Traveler from that one trial in Natlin with like the Geo Wyub. That is so fun. Or like that one fight like in the Mikawa Festival story event. Like, using them to parry, and my Genshin is... And I lost connection with the server. I lost connection with the server. That's phenomenal. Yeah, even when I change my team... Technically, we got Lunar Traveler in the boss fight. Might be their true power. That might be their true power. Technically true. Yeah, technically speaking, yeah. And also, that would not be... That would... Actually, Lunar Traveler... Actually, like... I never really liked the theory that, like, oh... their true power comes from Teyvat. Because that doesn't... To me, that never really made any sense. Because, like, oh, hey, you know, why would their original power, like, stem from a world that they themselves are not from? But if the AI is Fane's theory is true, then it would make sense that, like, this world specifically is, like, tailored to them. Okay, we're back. The stream is still, like, going, right? Like, I don't know, like, maybe this is a bit, like, harrowing for the Wi-Fi? I don't know if this is, like... It says we're still live, but I'm not sure if it's, like... too much for that. No, we've been live for, like... No, we're gonna go on for, like, an hour and a half. What the fuck? What is this resolution? What the fuck? Okay. Alright. I can see it. Okay. With the new lore from their outfit, their power is saved out from themselves. Yeah. I mean, okay. Assuming that, like, my theory about, hey, the ship picking them up, like, when they were, like, newborns, like, as their planet was being destroyed is, like, correct. Oh, wait, no, this isn't... Huh? Assuming that, like, my theory about, like, the ship picking them up as, like, newborn babies, like, while they were still in the ship is, like, correct. No, like, while their planet was being destroyed is correct, and, like...
On my mark!
Their lot, and, like, their recollection of having, like, explored planets is, like, relatively fake.
Hero incoming!
And then, like, you know... Then their power would probably be, like... Like, the power that they started out with at the beginning of the game would probably just be, like, an artifact of, like, the... Would probably just, like, be from the ship themselves, right?
Stronger. Let's move. A new moon rises.
And also that... And also... Oh. Oh, we already won. Oh. We already won. those noses do not sound. Oh. What? Oh shit. Oh, damn. Buddy's in a tough spot. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, the nature of their, like, original power, the light power, is, like, relatively unknown.
Did they run from home too?
Did they run from home too? It's like, you know, we're just assuming that, hey, I did not give Columbina her own wings, did I? The order of life that leads to its end must remain inviolate. Such power no mere mortal can possess, pushing others to the tower of no return and depriving them of their destiny. Even the most merciful judgment would never forgive such a crime. But how shall sinners fear the questions of relentless souls? Even the deepest abyss cannot hide the silver light from the high tower. This is the third of his major sins. All of Ramos' crimes. Okay. So he manipulated his family, he lied about people, and he killed people, is what I'm getting. Or like his friends, or just like people who were supposed to be his family in general. Alright, what's my exploration progress in this, 16%? An hour and a half, and I'm 16% of the way complete. Nice. That's not nice. But back to what I was saying, I just assumed that, hey, it's just golden energy of, like, a kingdom. Yeah, but, like, all, like, the backstory about, like, their kingdom and shit just wouldn't make much sense unless, like, there are false memories. But, I mean, there is, like, the nature of just, like, their power and the fact that they're immortal. Like, well, not necessarily immortal, but just, like, indefinite. Whoa. Oh, hey. Well, there's friends again. Hey, now you can walk at the streets at night, little dude. Oh, there's an oculi over there. Okay. Ooh. Oh, damn, there's actually, like, 3 oculi. Okay.
Flash attack! You on there! Quick as a flash! Start the clock!
I always thought Neon Sun's, like, skill voice line was Hook as a Flash. I'm not just quick as a Flash. I'm cooked as the Flash. Like, that makes no sense.
So shiny!
It's kind of like the misinterpretation of, like, Malwika's voice line, like, Pyroplastic Surge, like... that's rather harmful to the environment, Ms. Pyro Archon. You sure you want to be... That sounds harmful to the environment. Pyroplastics. And a surge of them as well. I'd be careful about that if I were you. Recently, I just Is it another fighting, or is it like a chase thing that I don't want to do right now? Start challenge. Oh, 99?
Being done. Faster, stronger. Let's reunions converge.
What the hell? Okay.
Running late again. Right. Hero incoming. Flash attack. T1. Start the book. A new moon rises. Surge.
Volcano kablam!
Charge.
Hurry up, Grassa! Justice o'clock!
Alright, well, I guess I don't have to defeat a bunch of... I guess I don't have to defeat a bunch of, like, Reapers for...
On my mark!
That's right.
Reunions converge.
Time to roll! Justice o'clock! Yeah!
Please.
Look out below!
T1 there. Flash attack. Quick as a flash. Start the book. Surge. A new
Oh my god.
Roll! Hero incoming! Yeah! Oof! Hero incoming! Yeah! Justice o'clock!
Wait, are we supposed to, like, be protecting that thing from
Controlled breathing!
these Reapers?
On my...
I think we
Late
are.
again! Charge!
A moonlit night for all. Being done. Water button. Quick as a flash.
Whoa! Hey, 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 hey.
Justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah!
Good luck. Direct. Faster. Stronger.
Running late again. Charge! By my spark, the
Aw,
night
man.
burns!
Flash attack.
Whew. Yeah, that was,
Wow. Aw, what a mess. I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose.
No, it's the good kind of mess, I know. It's the kind of mess I'll happily clean up for you. Okay, that was... Alright. Oh. Wait, hold on. Rinmei is tongue-tied. Outside players feeling like a Celine. I hate how there's no rewards for it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Krumkake mess. I was thinking more like a mess of cum, but yeah. Oh yeah. Little containment area where she'll stay in the rest of her life. I feel like Aino's a nice kid, but for some reason I just imagined that she'd be like an Xbox player.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Oh. I mean, granted, like, I can't really imagine her, like, you know, being one of those Xbox player where she just, like, says the N-word, but...
I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose.
But, like, an Xbox player. Seal's working. Try running away now, you nasty, nasty medicine. Imagine Columbino with Tainar. Imagine how long until Nari goes nuts. Aw, man. And a shouting slurs on God. That's something I need.
It's been way too long since I last had some candy. My brain's grinding to a halt, like a rusty machine. Oh, that's it. I'm having 5 whole crumb cupcakes for dinner tonight, and nothing's gonna stop me.
She sounds like a drug addict. Okay, oh, we can actually go in there. Okay, here it is.
Quick as a flash. Let's move. Wait. Converge. Zero incoming.
Justice o'clock.
I think I'm supposed to use
out below. Justice o'clock.
Control breathing.
My name
Zero incoming.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no, I can. Oh no, I can. Oh no, I can brute force it.
Headbutt. Justice o'clock.
Alright. Alright, I'll stop you. English.
Quick as a flash. A moonlit night for all.
What the fuck?
Running late again. Hi. Charge. Time to roll.
Ew. 6.7.
Start the flame. Converge.
Zero incoming. By my spark, the night
No.
Zero incoming. Charge.
Alright, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the...
Ow, ow,
Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, so that's what I was supposed to do for, like, the first wave. Oh, shoot.
Control breathing.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, Neon Sun for sure having flashbacks. I love how Dottore thought because he worked with Child Arlecchino, Captain, Sandra and Dina, we'd work with him. Like, no, bro. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You don't have honor. You don't have love in your heart. You don't have any whimsy. You're not fun to hang out with. No. What the hell is this? I'm just realizing, like, what the
That's more like it.
Freaking apocalyptic ass. Alright, well. Alright. Set my enemies before, gave me Tambo, and twisted. What the fuck? What? Stop getting in my way. I can still fight. Even if we keep dawdling like this, we won't be able to help. Yeah, we're good off your help, gang. We survived. That thing it's really, finally, you don't have to fear that shadow and the mist anymore. The gloom that hung over this place for 500 years has been lifted. It's always 500 years. Like, do you not know how many events in this game, like, took place over the course of 500 years? There was the freaking prophecy, there was the shit with Conria, Nahida's birth, fucking Mawika's sacrifice of the sacred flame, and now, and now some sort of, like, seal placed on, like, what the fuck was that noise? And now some sort of sealed placed on Notcry. One step behind. The moment I heard the commotion, I rushed straight over. Oh well, as long as everything ended well, that's all that matters. That's such a relief. Wait a second. Aren't you still injured? My voice is giving out. I had a little rest after meeting up with, Oscare. I'm feeling better right now. There's no need to worry. But Master, you can't stay here. Your wounds need to be properly cleaned and bandaged to prevent infection. What's the rush? Didn't I tell you? Impatience is a rookie's mistake. This guy wants to die, I feel like. I feel like I feel like the death of this guy's cat made him passively suicidal. And now he just wants to go out in a flame of glory, just like be reunited with Jelly again. I wish the world quests were voiced. Yeah, I wonder which Archon column would get along with the most. I know most people say Nahida, but I would agree with Mawika. That might not actually be crazy, though. I mean, they both had, like, similar circumstances, like dying in the past and being reborn to do right in the present, right? Like Mawika giving herself in the Sacred Flame and Kalabina being reborn on, like, the Frost Moon. So, it's definitely a possibility. Impatience is a rookie mistake. But, Master, you told me acting tough is a fool's mistake. I think that was before his cat died. It seems like a fool's mistake is worse. The only hand that can fell? There's something on my screen. Can fell a master is his own. You're taking his side? Come on, Traveler. We've got too much left to do. We need to check the seal. Investigate for anything unusual. Master. Alright. Let's wrap this up quickly. Oh, before I forget. Thank you. Without your help, we might never have been able to take care of that monster in the swamp. I want to thank you too. Thank you for saving my master. One big bad guy down, 2 honest compliments earned. Paimon can ask for a better outcome. Was that part of the Chronicles? I feel like that was part of the Chronicles. Ooh! We got big rewards.
We deserve a reward for our hard work.
Everything just like clanked and clanked on the floor. Oh, we obtained all the seals. That was fairly quick. Wow, this place looks so serene now. In your thesis. No, it wasn't here. I suck at pinpointing the location of oculi. Okay, it's here. There it is. Yep.
I'd have put this on top of a mountain to motivate the rock climbers.
Could we hypothetically? Yes, we can! Yes, we can. You missed one? Ah. People compare Nahida and Columbina mainly because they were both born as gods. The difference is Bina never wanted to be a god, and it was forced upon her. And Nahida lacks self-confidence. Yeah, and people didn't have confidence in her, like, before the Archon quest. Like, Nahida, I mean. Yeah, like, they were both, like, they were both just, like, trying to, like, figure out their own stuff with, like, a lot of, like, expectations. It's like, one of them knew that they couldn't exactly meet those expectations, while the other one just, like... Well, the other one tried the best they did, but, like, no one really cared. And, yeah, that kinda sucks. Because Nahida is pretty goated. Alright. Worship the statue. Oh, damn. Oh my god. That's actually pretty cool. Wasn't there like... Yeah, no, there was like a thing like somewhere around there was like a shrine somewhere around here. Nahida is such a sweet girl. I can see Columbina seeing her as a little sister, like how she instantly saw Sonnet and yeah. I can see it too. Wasn't there like a shrine somewhere around here? How did you react to Sandrana's death? Seeing the okay, I sort of anticipated it coming from a mile away, but still seeing it happen like in real time, like that was something. Like I mean, I didn't really have like a gigantic reaction, but it was it definitely felt surreal just like seeing it. Oh my god. And like Murder of Crows, like he put it the best. Like she sacrificed to save the world. She saved a descender from getting like impaled, and like a descender has like the will to rival the world. Technically, technically speaking,
People.
technically speaking, Santronic technically could have become a descender because she had the world formula in her. Dodori, right? Like that was so disrespectful. My God. Where is... I can't
Quick as a flash.
I can't exactly use the compass here because it's not leveled up for this area, but... So all I can really do now is just rely on memory. Because I need to do the chronicles. Damn it, I should have marked the shrine on the map. Dang it! Should have marked the shrine on the map. Welcome the apocalypse. Wait, I've heard some people talk about... Is this the bunker? I've heard some people talk about like an apocalypse bunker in this new area. Oh no. I do not want to trigger a world quest by accident. We're not touching that right now. Bro, what are you? Geo, clearly.
Stronger. Let's move. A new moon rises.
Control. Hero incoming.
Oh my god, 100K?
Did that grow out of the ground?
Yeah, primo gems come from the ground. Yeah, primo gems, they come from the ground, Rasa. You might as well say money grows on trees, which, I mean, money partially grows on trees when you actually think about it, because, like, money is paper, and paper does come from trees, so... Yes, in a way, it did grow from the ground. I think the chest was somewhere right here. Colin being a jump scare. Curie put it the best, that he killed her body but not her soul. And she simply told him to fuck off and die instead of begging for mercy, which probably enraged the narcissist like Dotori. Technically speaking, money is free, so yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. This is where that shrine was.
Running late again.
Yeah. Also, like, I saw Murder of Birds' like tweet where they were talking about like this angry like former Genshin fan. It was the funniest. It was like, okay, it was a comment. It was like a comment to like one of his videos.
Are these edible?
No, they're not. It was one of the funniest things I ever seen. It's literally just a comment of someone crashing out about the Traveler. It's like, bro, they mentioned, like, how like, okay, to be fair, Hydra Traveler did suck to use in that boss fight with Rirrir. Like, okay, like, Hydra Traveler, like, was not easy to use in that sort of situation, but, and, like, you know, them putting on Ino's Burst, that was a very lazy solution, because... Honestly, all you would need to do to fix Hydra Traveler was just, like, you know, make it so that the finger gun, like, marks people, like Nahida and, like, Charlotte's skill. So, like, you know, there's, like, off-field Hydra application.
My parents always say,
And just, like, make the bursts work more like, Ayaka's bursts. And, like, it doesn't slowly just, like, move. And that it just stops at a certain point. Like, upon hitting contact. Like, okay. Like, okay, as much as I don't want to, like, give credence to that commenter, what really is the point in Hydro Traveler? I mean, they're not, I mean, their main ability is just to, like, apply Hydro, but, like, they're not like Dendro or, like, they're not like Dendro or Pyro, where it's like, okay, they have, like, off-field ability, right? Because all the, right? Because, yeah. Moon water synergy. Yeah. It would not be hard to simply just, like, it's a small fix that they could have made to make, you know, Hydro Traveler more bearable. Genshin impact character. I mean, this is the new character, but, like, this character's been, like, released for, I think, a little under a year. But yeah, welcome, Claude. It's been a while. I'm actually gonna, like, end the stream since we've been going on for, like, almost 2 hours now. But yeah. But this comment was just, like, crashing out about the freaking Traveler. And then, like, they said something like... they're not like the aura farming rover getting W after W. It's like, buddy, like, not everything needs to be about aura farming. My god. And also, with how the Traveler's been, like, moving, with how, like, the Traveler's, like, been in these past few patches, like, it's not that serious.
control breathing.
Wait.
Too strong. Roll. Arrow incoming.
Wow, that was super pathetic. Okay.
Are these edible?
No, they're fucking not, Veressa. God damn. Yeah. I mean, Genshin's not, like, a power fantasy. Like, it just isn't. We have more people in here. Yeah. Cloudhopper is one of my mods. They're like, yeah, Veressa is the ultimate eater. Up, Chuck. They're like people who say solo leveling is the best anime because of Aura. Yeah, like, yeah, I know. You know, it's like, there are probably some games like that, you know, if you're really looking for power fantasy slot, but, you know, given that most of the Traveler's whole arc is them integrating into the world, them being overpowered would kind of take away from that. Like, if the Traveler was, like, an overpowered, just, like, god that could just, like, one-shot, like, every foe and just, like, take care of everything, that would sort of, like, make them, like, extremely otherworldly. Like, they can already wield multiple elements and, like, cleanse or, like, absorb abyssal energy without, like, any visible drawback. Like, you know, they already have, like, a lot of alien characteristics from the people of Teyvat. So, like, them being, like, overtly overpowered, like, it's like what Dottore said, like, they would just be so alien that, you know, almost nobody would be able to, like, connect to them because, like, it's just this god going from, like, world to world. But then again, like, despite the Traveler's differences, he's able to connect with people on, like, a certain level. But I feel like the Traveler, like, needing to be helped definitely humanizes them enough to where, like, okay, they're able to have their arc about, you know, them being part of this world. Yeah. Yeah. Traveler is a lot like Subaru from ReZero in a sense. Yeah. Even though I never watched
Strength
ReZero.
is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it.
Use it or lose it. Yep. Use it or lose it. Like contributes. Moral travels. Mortal trivials. Wow, okay. Alright. How long has this stream been going on? Did we finally reach the 2-hour mark? We did! We finally did! We reached 2 whole hours! Ah, this is huge. Wait. Yeah. Okay, wait, yeah. The stream end is like over the color blocks that I put over my UID. Yeah. But, yeah, yeah. Sorry, Claude, that you couldn't be here for a little while longer. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's it for the stream, and, whew. We're. Longest stream, let's go. Mortalis Triveltilis. I will never learn how to read that. Yeah. Bad timing, yeah. Sorry about that. But my voice is giving out, like, my voice is giving out from talking so much for 2 whole hours straight. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing my own voice. But yeah, thank you for dropping by, everyone. Mainly Spyro Tiger, because, well, you're the only nigga that drops by. But, yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.